Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about editing and specifically for a portrait photographer. For myself, I like to spend less time editing and more time actually shooting like most people would. But in my case, I have dozens of photos I had to go through at a photo shoot, which I had to do a lot of skin retouching, or if in a studio, I had to clean up the background. So today I'm going to be showing you an editing tool from Retouch4Me that I have the opportunity to test out. And these are plugins that work within Photoshop. You could also use these to edit your images standalone. What I'm going to be showing first is a quick overview how I would edit this photo just for this face skin retouching process, okay? So there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to exclude out, but I'm going to show you this image that I'm going to be editing in Photoshop. So let's go over to it. So once I go into Photoshop, I will create that actual image and actual extra layer. I do this with all my Photoshop edits. And from there, I would work off of that second layer. Within here, you'll see I have this panel here on the top right. The plugins that we are going to toggle over, which they're already on, is Dodge and Burn, portrait volumes, and clean backdrop. I'm going to set that for another photo. So I'm just going to have those two enable, run the retouch, and it's going to take maybe less than a minute as it's processing, and there you go. Now I normally would collapse these into one layer, and then I would do one final step here, which I'm going to use Photoshop's built-in filter, neutral filters that I like to use a lot. This gives me that nice soft touch to the images. This gives that extra little nice slicky smooth look to the skin. So I'll toggle that on. The blur amount, I leave that to 50. The smoothness, I'll go about 25% over. And then after that's complete, I like to go in and make sure I mask out the areas that I don't want smoothing out. So the eyes, the eyebrows, and the nose. Those are sections that I like to keep, in the lips, of course. Those are sections of the face I like to keep and remain very sharp. So after that's complete, save that as my layer. And that's pretty much it. That all took me within about 3 minutes to make that quick skin retouching. Now let's go through that second primary example. We're going to be doing face retouching plus the backdrop cleanup, okay? So this one is a definitely time saver. For anyone that does studio work, they know how much this is going to save time for sure. So I'm going to run you through what that's going to look like here. So I've already done my initial Lightroom edits in here, okay? Done everything I need here for the lighting, but you'll see here I have some of these blemishes. I can get rid of this in Lightroom. I can go use the remove tool, okay? Click that really quick just to remove that spot, but let's say some of this here, and let's say even like this backdrop here. I could crop that in, but I'm gonna go into Photoshop just to demonstrate how this cleanup can be done. So I'm just going to edit in Adobe Photoshop, let Photoshop open up. I'll create my second layer. From here, what I try to do is I'll get rid of the bigger blemishes. So before jumping into my Retouch4Me panel, I'll just go in and use the healing brush tool, sample some white area and clean up some of that, okay? So we'll do some of this. Now this does take some work here, and I'm only just going to spend time on the bigger chunks here, okay? The parts that are more obvious. So, all right, so that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to let the tool do its own thing. And you know what? I don't need these, but I am going to keep the clean backdrop retouch. Margot, hey! Okay, there we have it. There is the before and there's the after. Let's zoom in on that. Before, after, it goes in and all the details and cleans it up. That's a time saver. All right. So they're going to save that. And then I'm just going to do one final thing. I would traditionally fill this backdrop in. Actually, you know what? I think I just will. So we're just going to do a quick select. We're going to do a quick content aware fill. And we'll do the same over here. Perfect. Before and after, that's not bad. So we'll save that. Okay. Here's the original from unedited to edit. Retouch4Me plugins. Y'all gotta check it out. All right, I hope y'all like this kind of video. I'm gonna try to do more of these editing on the spot type of videos. But seriously, if you want to save yourself some time and you gotta go through dozens of photos to go edit, the Retouch4Me panel definitely is a time saver. Especially if you're someone that does a lot of studio work, you have dirty backdrops, you got to do a lot of skin retouching. If you have an action that does that, then great. But just having those quick, easy toggles there, just create a new layer, does it all within under a minute. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you all enjoyed this and thanks for watching.